Do you want to know the 5 exercises that I prescribe in the clinic to my patients over 60 years old? We usually prescribe them to improve strength, mobility, and quality of life. Come and I'll show you. First exercise, we are going to work globally and jointly both the arms and the legs. How are we going to do it? It's going to be as simple as placing. Let's position our feet approximately at the same width as our hips, all right? And then we'll proceed to do a slight squat, lowering ourselves just a bit, reaching around this point. And from this position, as we stretch out, we will lift our arms upwards, all right? So we lower ourselves, and as we stretch, we raise our arms. This would be level 1 that we can do without any kind of load and without any kind of weight, okay? We would do 10 or 12 repetitions, repeated a couple of times. If we're already a little better and we're gaining confidence and gaining strength, we can grab something we have around the house to add a little weight. I have grabbed, for example, a couple of milk cartons and the same. We're going to place the weight more or less on the shoulders. We bend down slightly and then rise upwards. And we squat down and rise, all right? So let's go through it again. Position your feet with a distance of approximately hip width, all right? We're going to execute a knee bend. If it is possible to lower halfway and still feel comfortable, that would be great. However, if we need to stay here, it is not a problem at all. The weight, if we decide to use it on the shoulders, and we squat down slowly, and as we rise, we push with the legs, and then with the arms. It should be a smooth movement, okay? It's not first I rise. They eventually complete the task in a seamless manner by exerting force with their legs. With the arms, we do it 10 or 12 times in a couple of sets. Second exercise, we're going to do step-ups. I have created a makeshift seat using some wooden boards at my house, such as a small stool or a ladder. Any step will suffice. So what do you propose we do now? We're going to step up first with the left leg. For example, we're going to place it on top of the board, and from here, we're going to extend the knee and hip until we ascend, okay? Here, we're already standing upright, and now we reverse the path by lowering the same leg and return to the ground, all right? We step up, extend the knee and hip strongly upwards, and descend. Then we would do exactly the same with the other leg. We step up with the right, extend knee and hip. If it is too simple for you, try reversing the descent using the same leg. As in the previous exercise, we can also incorporate a small weight to make it slightly more challenging and perform the exact same movements. We allow the arms to dangle down beside the body loosely. And step up, extend strongly, and descend. How many times do we do it? Well, I would do 15 times with one leg. Okay? Reverse a little and another 15. Together with another person, we will do 30 step-ups divided into 2 sets. As for the third exercise, we will perform a highly efficient exercise called the farmer's walk. Although it is a very simple exercise, it yields great results. How are we going to do it? We will grab something that weighs a bit. I have 2 trap bricks here. It could even be more, a couple of milk cartons, whatever you have around the house, always without hurting yourself, okay? Next, our plan is to seize it and release the limbs in our grasp. In order to properly hang along the body, it is important to keep the trapezius muscle active. I always make sure to maintain an upright posture and avoid slumping. By doing so, all it takes is a simple act of walking. We will walk to maintain balance and stabilize the weight, right? In making sure not to lose our balance to the sides, we will navigate the hallway in our home and circle it multiple times. We're going to do, for example, 15 or 20 steps in each round, and most importantly, not to sway, okay? And not to slump, okay? Stay upright and take short and controlled steps, all right? Through the hallway we have at home, 10 or 15 steps. Sure, let's repeat it 3 or 4 times, all right? This is a really simple exercise, but it is incredibly beneficial because it also has a lot of practicality in everyday situations like shopping. Hence, it is an immensely useful activity. For adults over 60 years old, I suggest adding a 4th exercise that focuses on the upper body. This particular exercise will be beneficial for the pectoral area, which is responsible for pushing movements. Let's get started. We are going to perform an initial level that involves leaning against the wall. All right? We will position ourselves at approximately the length that our arms allow, okay? I'm going to do it on the wall bars, but at home, you can do it against the wall, which is a bit more comfortable, okay? But this way, you'll see it better. And then, simply from here, what we're going to do is let go and descend towards the bars. Simply descending without end. Stretch strongly, okay? We go down slowly. So after warming up, we proceed to stretching. If you are closer to the wall, you will exert less force. Conversely, if you are further away, you will exert more force. Depending on your skill level, you might need to do the exercise close to the wall in order to achieve the desired effect, where the movement is short and hardly costs anything. If you're a bit better, you might need to move away and make a slightly more exaggerated fall, okay? Always remember not to hurt yourself, but it should be a difficulty where we can do 10 repetitions or a set of 10, okay? Carefully controlling the descent, and then we increase our pace slightly, descending at a gradual speed, and then stretch more quickly. This would be level 1. Now I'll show you level 2. Second level of the 4th exercise, we're going to use a table. We're going to exert a little more force. So we're going to lean on the edge of the table. okay? And from here, we separate the feet a little, okay? Just like before, the closer you are to the table, the easier. The further away, the more complicated, okay? And from here, exactly like before. We descend slowly at a languid pace, gradually lowering ourselves. And then we rise a bit quicker, okay? We descend gradually and steadily without haste. We rise a little quicker than before. If the task proves too difficult, as previously stated, proceed forward with one step. And from here, we have less range, okay? And less weight. We go down and up slowly, okay? We go down and then up. Try to be able to do at least 2 or 3 sets of 10 repetitions of level 1 before moving to level 2. The fifth exercise is designed for adults who are 60 years old or older. If you find it challenging, you can try doing it on the bed instead. There's no problem with that. Whether on the floor or the bed, you can follow along. From this position, the first level we will do involves having the back fully supported. We rest the head. And the only thing we will do is lift the legs, more or less at this angle. And with that, we'll execute this movement. It might appear simple, yet it truly provides an engaging workout for the abdominal muscles. This exercise effectively enhances our stability, leading to noticeable improvements. The main objective is to prevent falls, which in turn makes this work quite interesting and meaningful. You know? If it seems easy and feels a bit short, do not worry too much. The second level will be the same, but we're going to lift the torso a little, okay? The neck doesn't bend. The neck isn't here. We lift the torso without bending the neck. And now from this position, we go back up. And we do our bicycle, okay? How many times do we do it? I would do it between 10 and 20 times, depending on your level, okay? Maintaining this cyclical pedaling so that the abdomen has to work on stabilization, okay? And remember, if it's very difficult like this, you can do it with the head supported, which is also a highly effective and valuable exercise. Therefore, these are the 5 exercises I would likely begin with when working with an individual who is over 60 years old in a clinical setting. I know that seen like this, they may seem like very easy, very simple exercises, but if you are consistent and work little by little, they are exercises that really work. At our clinic, we have had many older adult patients who have faced issues stemming from a sedentary lifestyle, excess weight, people who have undergone surgery and needed rehabilitation. And with exercises of this style, which obviously should be made more complex over the weeks, they have managed to greatly improve their quality of life and have gradually moved forward. So I encourage you to do the exercises consistently every day. Dedicate a little time and you'll see that they will do you a lot of good. In addition to performing these exercises, adopting an active lifestyle can be beneficial. It is important to maintain regular physical activity as a general tip for overall well-being. Completing these exercises will require 10 to 15 minutes, but the day stretches out ahead, so make the most of it by staying active. Remember to follow the common advice of taking 10,000 steps. You don't need to reach that if you're not used to it, but as much as possible. Additionally, it should be complemented with good nutrition. Especially in older adults, protein intake is very important. Make sure to include enough protein in your diet, such as meat, fish, eggs, and more. Before you begin exercising, it is essential to consult your healthcare provider, practitioner, or doctor if you experience any pain or have a previous ailment, injury, or medical condition. It is important to seek their guidance and ensure your safety and well-being, so they can advise you on whether you should do those exercises or not. If you are experiencing pain, it is crucial to consult your doctor or healthcare professional before commencing this routine. I sincerely hope you found the video enjoyable. I understand that beginning to exercise can be intimidating, so why not try doing it with a friend? It's always helpful to have someone by your side. And remember, we'll see you again next time. Farewell.